Ethan and Lara Jewelry is one of those online shops that looks clean, modern, and perfectly put together at first glance. But the moment you read the words established in 1996, something feels off because the store simply doesn't behave like a brand that's been around for almost 30 years. And that's the core of the problem here. The claim of being a long-standing jewelry business completely falls apart when you realize the website itself was created just last month. For many people, that's the first and biggest red flag. When a company says it has decades of experience but leaves no trace of that history anywhere online, no old catalogs, no early product lines, no timeline, no interviews, nothing, it doesn't add up. Long-running jewelry brands always have some kind of digital footprint, even if they only recently switched to e-commerce. With Ethan and Lara, everything feels freshly built, as if the whole identity was created overnight. Browsing the website, you'll notice a lot of polished, minimalistic pieces. Simple rings, sparkling pendants, clean bracelets, all presented with very professional studio photography. But here's the thing. These images look exactly like the generic supplier photos used by dozens of new drop-ship jewelry stores. They have the same lighting, the same angles, and even the same background style. None of it looks like original product photography from a brand that's supposedly been crafting pieces since the 90s. The product descriptions also feel copy and paste. They're vague, they don't mention real materials, and they avoid giving details like gram weight, stone type, or manufacturing origin. Instead, they rely on emotional language like crafted with love and designed to last, which doesn't really tell you anything of value. For a jewelry brand claiming decades of craftsmanship, this lack of transparency is another major warning sign. The prices fall into a strange middle zone as well. They aren't cheap enough to be simple costume jewelry, but they also aren't high enough to match real luxury materials. That kind of pricing is common for new online boutiques trying to seem premium without actually offering premium quality. And when you combine the questionable pricing with the brand's mysterious background, it doesn't inspire confidence. Another thing that stands out is the lack of genuine customer feedback. A brand operating since 1996 should have thousands of reviews across multiple platforms. Instead, Ethan and Lara barely has any visible presence outside its own website. No community, no long-term buyers, no old posts, nothing. That's extremely unusual for a company claiming such a long history. Now, is Ethan and Lara a scam? It's not the kind of operation where people never receive anything, but it does feel like a newly created store pretending to be something much older and more established. And when a brand starts with a misleading foundation, the trust is already broken. If you're thinking about buying, just remember this. The jewelry might look attractive on the screen, but the story behind the brand doesn't match reality. Until there's real transparency, real customer experiences, and a real history, it's safer to stay cautious.